Doug Collins, a combat veteran, a relentless advocate, and now President-elect Donald Trump's pick for Secretary of Veterans Affairs. His nomination has the potential to transform the VA and set a new standard for leadership. From his boots-on-the-ground military experience to his record-breaking advocacy in Congress, Doug Collins isn't just another nominee, he's the leader America's veterans deserve. But what makes him so uniquely qualified for this critical role? Let's dive in and break down the 5 reasons why Doug Collins could go down in history as the greatest VA secretary of all time. Reason number 1. He's a combat veteran who understands sacrifice. Doug Collins isn't just a politician, he's a combat veteran who's walked the same path as countless service members. As a colonel in the Air Force Reserve, Collins deployed to Iraq in 2008, where he served as a chaplain. His mission? To provide spiritual guidance, comfort, and strength to troops facing the daily grind of war. In the scorching heat of the desert, surrounded by uncertainty and danger, Collins stood by his fellow soldiers. He led prayers before missions, offered counsel to those struggling with fear and loss, and brought a sense of calm to an otherwise chaotic battlefield. But his role wasn't limited to the spiritual. Collins was there in the darkest moments, helping soldiers grieve fallen comrades, steadying them after traumatic experiences, and inspiring them to keep pushing forward. He saw the heartbreak of war firsthand. He carried the weight of their sacrifices, their stories, and their struggles. These experiences shaped Doug Collins into more than just a leader. They made him someone who truly understands the cost of service better than most can. Unlike bureaucrats who've never worn the uniform, Collins knows the meaning of sacrifice. He's lived it, felt it, and brought that perspective with him to every role he's held since. With Doug Collins, America's veterans can trust that their Secretary of Veterans Affairs isn't just another official behind a desk, he's one of their own, and that connection will drive every decision he makes. Reason number 2. He was the strongest advocate veterans have ever had in Congress. When Doug Collins was elected to Congress, he didn't just talk about supporting veterans, he made it his mission. Collins became the strongest advocate veterans have ever had in Congress, fighting relentlessly to ensure they received the care, benefits, and respect they earned. He pushed for bold reforms to improve the Department of Veterans Affairs, tackling the endless red tape that left too many veterans waiting for the help they needed. From healthcare improvements to job training programs, Collins fought to give veterans more than just promises. He fought to deliver results. He co-sponsored significant legislation aimed at enhancing veterans' lives, such as the 2014 Veterans Access, Choice and Accountability Act, which expanded healthcare options for veterans, and the 2017 VA Accountability and Whistleblower Protection Act designed to improve accountability within the Department of Veterans Affairs. Collins also played a pivotal role in advocating for the 2018 VA Mission Act, which reformed community care programs and expanded caregiver support. And it wasn't just policy. Collins worked on the ground with veterans organizations, meeting face-to-face with those who served, hearing their concerns, and taking their stories back to Washington. For Collins, advocacy wasn't just a political agenda, it was personal. He understood that when America makes a promise to its veterans, it's a promise we can't afford to break. Whether it was funding critical VA programs, addressing backlogs and benefits claims, or creating pathways for veterans to transition into civilian life, Collins didn't just do the work, he led the charge. This isn't a man who sat on the sidelines. Doug Collins made veterans his top priority in Congress, and now he's ready to bring that same passion to the Department of Veterans Affairs. Reason number 3. He has a plan to fix the VA for good. Doug Collins has one goal as Secretary of Veterans Affairs: to fix the VA once and for all. For too long, veterans have faced delays, red tape, and a system that struggled to deliver on its promises. Collins is ready to change that. Collins has made it clear, his priority is to streamline the VA. That means cutting through the endless bureaucracy that has plagued the department for decades, reducing wait times, and ensuring veterans get the care and benefits they deserve without delay. But fixing the VA isn't just about speed, it's about accountability. Collins was a staunch supporter of the VA Accountability and Whistleblower Protection Act, which gives the VA more power to fire bad employees and hold leadership accountable for failures. Collins knows that real change starts at the top. That's why he's focused on bringing a culture of responsibility and transparency to the VA. ensuring every veteran receives the respect and care they've earned. He's also pushing for innovations that will bring the VA into the 21st century, like expanding telehealth options for veterans in rural areas, upgrading outdated facilities, and using technology to streamline benefits applications. Doug Collins isn't just talking about fixing the VA, he's got a plan to do it. For veterans who've waited too long for action, he's offering a promise: the wait is over. Reason number 4, he brings decades of proven leadership. From the battlefield to the halls of Congress, Doug Collins has proven time and again that he's a leader who gets results. His career is defined by service. Whether it was guiding troops as a chaplain in Iraq, advocating for veterans' rights in Washington, or pushing for reforms to make government work better, Collins knows how to unite people and tackle complex challenges head-on. He's worked across divides to pass bipartisan reforms, build coalitions, and deliver real results for those he serves. That's the kind of leadership the VA needs to turn its promises into action. With decades of experience in service, policy, and leadership, Doug Collins has the skills and determination to guide the VA into a new era of accountability and effectiveness. Reason number 5, he's committed to putting veterans first. For Doug Collins, veterans aren't just another group in need of support, they're a priority. Throughout his career, Collins has made it clear that the people who put their lives on the line for this country deserve nothing less than unwavering dedication. Collins believes in action, not lip service. His commitment to veterans has driven his fight for better healthcare, more accessible benefits, and reforms that cut through the red tape. Every decision he makes starts with a single question: what's best for America's veterans? This isn't just about fixing a broken system. For Doug Collins, it's about restoring trust, proving to veterans that their sacrifices will always be honored, and that the promises made to them will always be kept. With Doug Collins at the helm of the VA, veterans can trust that their voices will be heard, their needs will be met, and their service will never be forgotten. Doug Collins isn't just a leader, he's a fighter for America's veterans. From his time on the battlefield to his work in Congress, he's proven that when it comes to serving those who served us, no challenge is too big, and no sacrifice is too small. With his combat experience, record of advocacy, proven leadership, and unwavering commitment to putting veterans first, Doug Collins has everything it takes to become the greatest Secretary of Veterans Affairs in history. But what do you think? Will Doug Collins deliver the transformation America's veterans have been waiting for? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe for more stories about the people shaping America's future. Thanks for watching.